Caroline, just a moment. I can't talk at the moment. I'm making a video, all right? Oh, crikey. Hang on, what was that? There's been a collapse in the White House. Could it be cannibalism? Ooh, let me just check. I'm just so excited. No, he's still feck and alive. Oh, feck. Anyway, maybe next time. Well, there was a collapse in the White House a couple of days ago. And you've probably seen the pictures. I'm sure you've seen the pictures of Donald Trump standing there like a prize ninny. Yeah. Well, the geezer's been seen to behind him. Yeah, geezer, friend of Elon's he is, yeah. I don't know if he was doing the old salute and that, he got out of balance and fell over, but either way, he fell on the floor, and everyone gathered around him, seeing if he's okay and that. You know, all the Nazis, they get together, don't they? You look after their own, they do. Unless you go against them, and then they... Anyway. They were all clambering around him to see if there was anything they could do. Donald Trump just towered above them briefly, looked down, and then turned away towards the cameras. Oh, Vic, you should be looking at me! That you should, not him on the floor. And he stood there, and he stared. It's like he was frozen for eternity. And there's a Medusa. Medusa was nowhere, no. Well, the thing is, you see, it was an iconic moment. It said it all. Just like the other image of half a White House. Everything falling down. It seems, but you see, Donald Trump has no empathy for anybody, even the people that he says he's associated with. He does not care about anybody. No. He really don't even care about his own family. I'm talking about families. Looks like in Australia, there's been a government petition, so to block Trump and his family from Australia. Yeah, some people have got some sense, that they have. Well, while all this shit is going on, we must kind of boot the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icon, because then you get Wolf's Fin in your pocket every time I upload another video. And besides, I keep losing my subscribers. YouTube, for some reason, keeps unsubscribing people. Conspiracy against me. That is. Please check. And maybe subscribe again, and maybe the little bell icon. Now, all sorts of shit has been going on, as you know. So let's touch on some of it, eh? Now, if I was going to draw it into one phrase, okay, it'd be the world has gone to shit. Alright? Everything's fucked up. That's it, it's me done, I'm off. But let's make it a little bit boring, you know. Let's make it a bit more interesting. Oh, by the way, elbows up to my Canadian friends. And yes, I succumbed to some Christmassy decorations, and I got me Grinch there as well, and my little Santa Claus is in the daisy chainy thingy. Anyway, yeah, and I've turned them on early. I know, it's only November, but we're away in December, you see. I won't get an opportunity to use them, no. So I'm celebrating early, me, yeah. Please excuse me a tie, I'm covered in dust and shit and God knows what else, because I've been chopping wood. Yeah, and then I've been working in the workshop, trying to clean the workshop, and that's absolutely filthy. It is. Well, everything is going to pot. The shutdown is out 37 days. This is the second longest shutdown. This broke the record. Who held the last record? Let me just check again. Oh yeah, it was Trump. So yeah, had 35 days during his last term. Meanwhile, people ain't getting paid. And because people ain't getting paid, they're saying, hang on, we've got to do something to earn some bloody money, you know. You got the military in Germany. They said if they don't get paid, their advice to, from their lieutenants and what have you, was you need to go to the food banks in Germany. Absolute embarrassment. But you see, there you go, that's the United States for it. It is an absolute embarrassment. But we've known this for years, looking from the outside in. What are you thinking on about? The greatest country in the world? And what the bollocks? You haven't even got healthcare. You haven't even got healthcare free for all. No. Oh, it's socialism. Bollocks. Traffic lights are socialist. They stop you from getting run over. This is a stupidity. For Christ's sake, these people are so ignoramussy that they are. I just realised I had a bit of glue on my ear. So yes, 10% of staff is currently not attending the airports. There are 40-odd airports, at least 10% down, they're having to cancel flights. All for the airports are cancelled altogether, and this is coming up to Christmas, so people can visit their families and what. You know, the United States is a big country. You can't drive everywhere. Some people go by plane. You could drive everywhere, but you know, it's still a very long while, that is. But like planes, trains and automobiles and that, you have to start selling curtain hooks. Yeah, that's what you got now. Always at the rings and that. Oh, crikey, John Candy. Lovely man he was. Oh dear. You don't know John Candy, he was an actor. Yeah, great guy. So, the thing is, you see, with all these job cuts as well, you know, the economy taking an absolute plunge. Every single analysis I've been reading ain't feckin' good. We are not just recession, we're pre-depression. That's what it's looking like. This is not looking good. Now, I know. The stocks look great. Well, actually, stocks are suffering, actually. No, peak and troughs, you know how it goes. But you see, the ordinary folk ain't got any money. The divide is getting wider. Elon Musk said a couple of days ago, well, there's going to be so much money. Sounds like Trump, it did. Yeah, he was being interviewed and that while he was dancing with his robot. Yeah, I guess the only way you can get laid these days, I reckon. But anyway, there he was dancing with his robot, doing a bit of foreplay. Yeah, fucking hell. Where can I get one? Anyway, and he was saying there's going to be so much money, it's going to be the new realm of wealth or some crazy shit. Well, actually, it might be for the likes of you, if you can maintain the money trickling up, if, for instance, we're still okay. But the fact of the matter is the divide is getting wider. Those at the top will have everything they need. Us little folk will have to work and work and work and work just to survive. This is dystopia. We're heading off a full-blown dystopia. And it ain't feckin' good. Don't take my word for it. Have a look for yourself. You look at the figures. And not Trump's figures, for Christ's sake. But look at the figures. Check it out for yourself. Because now you've got Trump trying to hide all this fucking shit now, since he won't publish the data for jobs. Job creation data. Or should I say job losses. It is bad. Incredibly bad. And AI, well, we can see so much AI washing is unbelievable. Oh, it's not AI doing all this, it's that. It's not. For Christ's sake, use your brain. If AI can do your job, why would an employer want to employ you when he can have someone working an AI working 24/7? Hasn't got to pay him anything. Once he got it, he's got it. Employment is expensive for the employer. Always has been. And you've got healthcare and all that shit. There's none of that crap. No sick days. Of course they're going to do it. If they think that they can actually get the job done, or at the very least reduce the volume of human people, and replace the human people, what's left with replace the load with humanoids and just AI. Of course they're going to do it, and of course it's detrimental to your jobs. AI, you think of tech bubbles and shit like that. You think of I don't know, creation of the computer. It still needed us. AI's, it's almost standalone, almost. So yes, it will create other jobs in some areas, but not for everybody. It's minuscule. It's going to reduce the amount of jobs available to the likes of you and I. Now, I watch quite a lot of YouTube. I watch quite a lot of TikTok and stuff like that, because obviously I want to follow the news, I want to cross-reference, I want to see what's going on for this channel and whatever. And it is becoming unbearable, the amount of AI and voice-over content that I'm coming across. Been pushed on me. I don't want it. It is trash. Besides, AI isn't always right. We watch that because it could get you in a lot of trouble. Now, they say it's the so-called bubble. The AI bubble. I don't know if it is. I don't think there is an actual AI bubble necessarily. I think that because it's constantly being pushed. So much money has been pushed into it. It's been forced upon us. Been forced into our media, it's been forced into our governments. And now the European Union is now going to be softening its grip on the latest act regarding the AI Act in the EU, data and shit like that. Because of pressure from these tech giants. For feck's sake, grow a bloody pair. You're supposed to be there to protect us. Not allow these tech giants to take over us, because that's what is happening. We are literally being taken over. That sounds like hyperbole and all that rubbish. You know what I mean? It's just, you're just fear-mongering. No, it's not fear-mongering, it's fact. If we don't have jobs, we don't have a means to earn money. We can't pay our bills. We can't feed our kids. We become superfluous. We become the problem. Oh, I know. We'll have universal basic income. Why would they want to do that if you're doing nothing? These people do not value life. You saw a Trump just standing there. Oh, so what? A bloke, he might be dead in a minute, but I don't care. I'm just going to stand there. And then early on in that meeting, when they're going on about obesity and how it's going to save dementia, obesity, the connections or the links between obesity and dementia. And there was Trump sitting there half affecting sleep, showing signs of his dementia. I think he was asleep, actually, showing signs of his dementia. Well, they were talking about dementia and obesity. He's fucking obese. He's a fat bastard. Like me. But, we all have to watch this shit basically collapse in front of our eyes, and we're going to have... And while it's collapsing, there's been exactly the same crap has been forced upon us. Don't get me wrong. I haven't got a problem with AI, but we need regulation. We can't allow it to become a part of our lives. For everybody forced upon us, it has to be a choice. Our choices are being taken away. Our ability to choose is being taken away. Being forced upon us. If you want to do your taxes using a pen and paper, you should be able to do it. But no, all has to be done online now. And now it's all going to be AI. Also, they're going to be using AI to follow how you spend your money. See whether or not your means, aren't keeping up with your expenditure. Yeah, they're going to use it to criminalise you. To get more money out of you. And people get caught up with it. Innocent people will get caught up in it. You see, none of these people have morals. They don't have empathy. Trump certainly doesn't. He didn't go down with that bloke. He's collapsed. Friend of Elon Musk's. You don't care about what goes on in other places in the world, let alone even in the United States. Oh, we just won't pay you money. What happens now you've got a Muslim mayor? Oh, how terrible. Zoran Mandani. Breath of fresh air, that is. And now the people are going to say, oh, crikey, they're all going to be praying in the streets. Oh, for feck's sake. Grow up. For Christ's sake, what a load of bollocks. And we got a Muslim mayor in London. He's a decent geezer. It's also better than bloody Boris Johnson, who's just another Trump. Hey, look at me. I know. Let's go down a zip wire and everybody will look at me. Huh? Just like when he was trying to promote Ukraine. He had to do the look. It was like the Blue Steel it was. You know? And all his military gear. Anyway, they put him in this military gear on an exercise, training exercise. You know, Boris Johnson doing this Blue Steel. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And what's wrong with the people who follow this shit? Come on! Get a grip, people! Open your eyes, what's going on? It can't be that difficult. The planet is warming. The seas are warming. The storms are getting stronger. Melissa, for instance, is the strongest hurricane to hit land. Category 5, that's the highest it goes, is way above that. In reality. We're seeing more and more and more of it. And Melissa's now turned into a typhoon. Cyclone, that's it, a cyclone. And from being 3 mile an hour wind, travelling, it's now at 48. It's moving much faster. But it'll probably dissipate eventually. We're getting towards the end of the hurricane season, which doesn't actually exist according to the administration. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And then the people vote these crazies in. I just don't get it. I don't get why Elon Musk is getting his $1 trillion payout. Yeah, it's pretty much agreed. What the fuck is going on with these people? I hope Billie Eilish gets on his fucking back, gives some of that away. All this big tech pressure. It's on us all, actually. It's been pushed upon us. And what are we supposed to do? We're only the little people. Yeah, that's all we are. We can't really do a lot about it. No, but can we? Actually we can, yes. You got your protests. They're talking about, well, not talking about it, there's a scheduled, I suppose, no buy day or something going on. But people ain't going to do it. People are not going to not buy. Some people will. Will it affect some of the corporations? A little bit, maybe. If you're going to do a general strike, you need to go full on. You need to shut the country down. Shut it down. They can't force you to work, you know. Make them listen. You have to realise you have them by the short and curlies. But if you wait too long and allow them to get their foothold with the AI, they ain't going to need you anyway. They won't give a shit. Just like how you waited too long regarding Donald Trump being the President of the United States. At least by April you should have been out there doing what you need to do to get rid of that fecker. But no, we'll wait, and we'll wait, and we'll wait. And then we'll have a friendly protest, which is, very friendly, very nice. Great time to have a bit of a party and all that. But I ain't going to cut the mustard. It shows to schools, yes. Yes, it's still important, yes. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Meanwhile, MAGA, they say, you got to be nice to us now. And they're mellowed, actually. Many of them have mellowed. I was listening to our friend Josh from The Enemy from Within, and he was saying in his comments that he's got, as well as MAGA comments, the MAGA people that comment, they've become softer. Maybe they're a little embarrassed. And now they're asking, you need to be nicer to us. What the fuck? No! Fuck yeah. There ain't no bringing you on side. As soon as you think it'll go your way again, you'll be back there. You'll be back voting for that orange von shits and pants, and you probably will be. Maybe a little bit of rot in that as well, and getting a little bit smelly, anyway, be dead. Just hope one day. Yeah, shouldn't wish ill on the living. You shouldn't wish dead on the living, should you? But sod him, because he's bloody. Oh crikey! Him and his ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers, beating people up on the streets, putting people in gulags and work camps. You see, a very wise man once said, With great power comes great responsibility. So when are you, Trump, going to take any responsibility for your actions? Are you going to just carry on blaming Biden? Are you going to carry on blaming it? So it's the Democrats. It's a Democrat lockdown. Shutdown. Lockdown. What can you say? What can you say? It's literally madness. There's dementia in the White House. You've got the madness that surrounds him. Frightened little people. And then you've got the MAGA, which clearly are out there, bloody minds. And you've got those on the fence, swinging one way or the other. Maybe they hate brown people for some reason, you know. Because they're evil. Trump ticks all their boxes. You know, like Steve Bannon's in the world, you know. Oh, we still need Trump to finish the job, he said. Oh, Bannon, that he did. The man who should still be feckin' locked up for stealing that money for the wall. He's built the wall, the Mexicans will pay for it. Meanwhile, other countries around the world, Canada, like I say, they'll pose up and boycotting the United States products, and so should we all. They're gaining headway. In China, for instance, saying, should we triple our trade? Says the Chinese government to Canada. This is a massive deal for Canada. Canada's going... It's certainly turning a corner. It is. It'll be alright on the night. That it will. It'll be a bit scary to start with. And people will lose their jobs. And those people will find new jobs. There'll be new opportunities. Hopefully better jobs. But it's the same in other countries as well. The United Kingdom currently is a little bit of a little bit lost. We have fucking Nigel Farage causing havoc. He wants to reduce, I don't know how well that's going to pan out, reduce the minimum wage for under 25. It's only what, $7.55 an hour as it is. It's just going to, oh yeah, and also he wants to take away disability benefit from the disabled. People vote for these people, they're just evil then. If you vote for, you know, anyway, they're Nazis, let's be honest. They're a bunch of fucking fascists. In fact, Zach Polanski told us just that. He attacked a reform donor and called him a fascist to his face on BBC. Good. We need more of that. And he is coming up through the polls big time. Does it mean we may see a green government in the United Kingdom? The green... No, I doubt that will happen, but they certainly will grab a load of seats. That I'm sure. He's another breath of fresh air, just like Mandani. Just like Mark Carney. Okay, Mark Carney's a bit more... part of the establishment, as you could probably say. Still a decent geezer, though. His heart is in the right place. How do you think we could actually get through this? I feel that we need a massive reset. Trump has been doing his own personal reset. Basically shifting all the money into his own pocket. Effectively. But I believe we need a reset. We need to push these tech billionaires out of existence. Take over their fucking assets and put them all in jail. That's a nice idea. Let them get fucking rogered with a pineapple. Anyway, please beat the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, bell icon so you get one fast feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. If you want to support the channel, do a Patreon, buy us coffee. The links are down below. There's also memberships and shit like that. So, And it is very appreciated because it keeps the channel going. So I don't get many views at the moment. Probably because I've got a foul mouth. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying the wrong words. Maybe I'm calling people Yazzies and Nazis and fascists. Just saying as I say it, you know. Truth hurts, eh? But we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to thank Gardley for a shout out the other day. Much appreciated, my friend. But also, other channels as well, like Josh at The Enemy from Within. They're two great channels, you know. Two great channels. He's no shouty geezer. From his lorry. Smart, though. Smart people. And we need more smart people. Smart people with empathy. Who care about people. That's what we need. Anyway, we'll check out our other channels. We've got the Wally Bar channel for woodworking. We've got my Earth Trifle channel, which is about, I suppose it's in the name, about the Earth. And we've got the Rewilding channel, which is about rewilding the missus. Yes, putting it back to seed and all that. No, anyway, but yeah, the rewilding project. Planting trees, all right? Links down below if you want to know more, have a tree. Well, you've got Tinkler's Lab, which is through there where I pull bits and pieces apart and try and fix shit and break it. But anyway, toodaloo. Don't forget, comment down below.